All right, guys, as you can see, we're running just a little bit behind here I'll explain here in a second. We just got GSX version 2, and it proceeded to show some weaknesses with regard to elevation. So there's a little bit of an issue, and if you have this problem too, what GSX2 does is it will allow you to use the SOD gates, or SODI, however you pronounce it, the Sim Object Directory or Database Editor or something. I don't remember what it stands for. Anyway, it's those new jetways. It'll put those at every airport now, all the default airports. So if you have if you just have base scenery, you'll be able to use that now. By the way, let me turn on TeamSpeak here. Hang on a second. That way these guys understand what's going on too. All right, there we go. So anyway, I just put in GSX2. It allows you to use those SOD gates at every airport. Well, what happens is if you're using Orbex Vector, Global Vector, which I am, there's some elevation changes and fixes that it did to a number of airports, and DFW, which is where we're taking off from, is one of them. So when I started DFW, the terminal was in the right place, the taxiway was in the right place, my airplane was in the right place, and all the SOD jetways were way up here, sticking out of the sky, because they expect DFW to be up there. So what I had to do is go into FTX Central and go into Global Vector and basically disable the elevation fix on DFW or any airport that has a screwy thing with that. So Indianapolis is not affected by Vector for the change apparently, so it's not in there. So I didn't have to disable it. So it should be fine when we get there. But DFW was, and so I disabled that. I'm just getting back in to load the sim now. That's why we were a little bit late starting, and we'll get on with our way here shortly. But let me load up the sim now and get that now that we've explained what is going on. Hello to those of you in TeamSpeak.
Hola.
Hello, Moose.
Hey,
How are you doing this
Hey,
evening?
Moose.
Hey guys, I'm doing very well. Like I said, just of course, there's always fun little issues putting new software on here. GSX, first of all, caused P3 to open and then just shut down. Like it wouldn't even get to the loading screen I was just at a second ago, so I had to restart the computer. That fixed that problem. Then I finally got it loaded in right before I would have to start streaming, and all the gates were way up here. I went, oh gosh, okay. But thankfully, I figured out what the cause of that. Well, we're gonna find out if I fix the cause of that in just a second here. DFW.
I got rid of Vector a long time ago.
Oh, really?
There's no difference. If you look at your scenery now and look at it after, there's no difference without it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to be at Charlie 22 at DFW, so just FYI. Active Sky theme, UTC time. Whoops. It is 0. And it is now 12 past the hour. There we go. All right, that'll load up there. David Rothmuller and Briangren, good to see you guys.
Hey, you gonna take off at night or are you gonna take off during the day?
I'm going to take off at whatever is real time, so it should be evening. It should be, what is it, 7 p.m. in Texas right now?
7:12.
Yeah, I mean, roughly.
And well, anyhow, pretty much last time I decided to bring my MD-88 up to Indianapolis, knowing, well, actually it was yesterday. I ended up bringing it there knowing the FNO. So yeah, now P3 is kind of being a little bit stupid with the textures on the outside. So I'm trying to fix that real quick to get out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be headed up to O'Hare because I'm taking it from O'Hare back down to Atlanta. So yeah, I'm not gonna be joining you guys, tonight.
All right. Well, we'll hopefully see you next time then. Sean McConnell, good. Glad you got home. 8 hours of driving in the rain. Ugh, yeah, that's no fun. Hey, and the jetways are back down where they belong. I like that. That's nice though. Look at that. Makes the terminal look like poo because the jetways all look nice, and we got some rain in DFW. All right. Rainy day in Dallas. That's awesome.
Hello.
Sweetness. How's it going, Gemini?
Good.
Good to see you, man. Alright, let's get the battery turned on here. We're going to use that to get ground power on the aircraft over here. So we're going to do ground connections, ground power, and air. And then we can turn on the ground power switch. And we'll turn on the cockpit lights. I'm going to turn on the emergency exit lights and the seatbelt sign. So as soon as we get to the point where passengers can start boarding, they'll be ready to go. Let me see if I can't figure out how to connect this jetway now, which I think is just done this way. Tab S. Let's see if that works. Not really. But if I do that, that works. So go ahead. No triggerable objects found. What are you talking about? What is that? I wonder. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have to do it through GSX. That would make sense. Let's see here. Operate the jetway.
Well, pretty much, as you know, with GSX kind of being the level 2 by accident, that kind of screwed off my GSX because, well, now basically doesn't want to work. It keeps on having a collateral, like, crash in the sim every time.
Oh, that sucks.
So yeah, no food for the passengers tonight.
Gotcha. Alright, so jetway is now figuring itself out, coming in. We'll see if it does it right. So far, so good. It's gonna kind of run over one there in the tug, but that's okay. Figure that out. Yeah, Sean, this is GSX level 2. Just it literally just installed about a few minutes before I jumped in here. I love that little.
Did you buy it or did you still demo?
Oh no, I bought it. I just figured I'm gonna get it anyway, so it's only 30 bucks. So, all right, look at that. Good connection. All right. Step 1. Good deal. All right, we're gonna kill that menu there. All right. So let's figure out what we're doing here. I'm downloading TeamSpeak right now. All right, Briangren, awesome. Get you in. Yeah, get you in TeamSpeak. Great.
Oh, you don't have FS Stream Teams DFW.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Oh, you're missing out.
I'm sure I am. At some point, you know, I'm adding to my scenery library slowly but surely. Just it's chipping away.
I made it.
Made it. Who was that? Was that oh, Kramer? How you doing?
Well, let me guess, the lawnmower's gonna try to be on board again?
That's not Kramer. That's what's his name?
Bonanza.
Bonanza. Yeah.
Well, hopefully it doesn't try to bring another lawnmower on the plane, because I don't know how TSA keeps on forgetting to check them.
Yeah, I think it's an imaginary lawnmower. What was I looking at? Sim brief. That's what I need to get. Sim brief. Come to me.
Nice. GSX.
What was that?
Oh, Lord. I'm basically gonna try to get this GSX thing done, like, because, you know, I have to get the full installer, because, I mean, I want GSX to work, obviously, because, I mean, I kind of want my passengers suffered down the way to O'Hare, you know, with no food, so.
Exactly. All right, so PAX total today is 146. Cargo is 700 in addition to the passenger's baggage. Total payload 34,300 pounds for a zero fuel weight of 125,600 pounds. So let's go ahead and get that loaded up here. Oh, we put the S. Maybe that's why the command don't work. I don't know. All right, ground connection. Oh, no, payload. That's what I want. Okay, so 146. We're going to put 10 in first class. And we're going to put 136 in coach, or steerage as I like to call it. And we're going to zero out the cargo for a moment just to get our numbers. So that leaves us with a zero fuel weight of 116.9. So we're going to do a little bit of fun math here. So we're supposed to have 125.6 minus 116.9 is 8.7. Alright. 8,700 divided by 2 is 4350. 4350. Whoops, why is there a 0 there? 4350. And 4350. And I didn't turn my light on. No wonder it seems dark right now. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Because when it gets dark, it's going to get dark. Alright. 125.6, 125.6. There we go. Fuel. What are we taking for fuel today? Fuel is supposed to be 19,100 pounds. Let's just round that up to 20. It is FNO. Let's just go 20,000 pounds. Alright. Okie dokie. And doors. I'm going to close this because I think GSX is going to care if I don't have it. Okay. So now we can start the boarding process. So we're going to say request boarding. And for that, we're going to open the cargo door, and open that door. And we'll see what that does.
I'm going to get quite the weather because I'm flying from Tallahassee to Miami.
Oh my.
Hey Moose,
Yeah, what's up?
who does Jacksonville play on Sunday?
New York Giants. The New York Football Giants.
Oh, go Giants.
Oh my goodness. We're going to have it out. It's going to be like that, is it? I see how it is. Alright. Let's see. Connect. That's all the same. Good deal. Flight
Hey,
plan.
Moose.
Fetch. Yes. Yes, sir. Who was that? Or not? Did you hear me whistle? Oh, is that you whistling? Why are you whistling? Unmute your mic and talk to me. Talk to me.
He doesn't bite.
I don't. Well, I'll try not to anyway. I'm working on it. Okay, so
I hear you trying to get me.
they're all going to get that. Why am I not? Are they boarding? Deboarding? Boarding passengers now. Okay, well I don't hear them, so. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's open that. Just slow down with the departure. So the Jaguars. Oh, really? Yeah, back in, what was it, 93 or something like that, I think it was? Let's open this door, entry aft, and see if that... Aha! Yep, needs both the doors open. Alright, I had a feeling. Okay, so now that's happening, let's go ahead and get the rest of this situated. We'll get those up and running. We'll do a quick test of the flap systems. Yaw damper can come on. Navigation and switches are all in normal and centered. We're going to check the fuel cross feed here. We got a valve transit light, valve light on, valve transit light, and light off. That's good. Fuel pumps can all be off at the moment. I don't know why the center guys are on. Do we have fuel in the center tank? We do. Just be aware of that for a start. Those are all set to on. We're on ground power right now. Circuit breaker switches can come on.
Hey Moose, I'm back.
Is that, who is that? Who just said I'm back? Those will stay off. Flight level 370, at least as of right now. We'll see if it lets me go up there. And nav lights are on. Good deal. Do a quick oxygen check. Oxygen checks out. Light test. Checking the lights. Checking all the lights. Light test good. Come down here to the FMC and get the IRS position loaded up here. Menu, FMC, position and net. Take the right GPS today. Right there. KDFW. Bingo. Alright, that can do its thing now. Flaps are up, spoilers are down. Fire test. Cargo fire test. And configure the lights on the pedestal here. Panel lights on. We're going to turn the floods on a little bit. And do we have... Oh, we have DFW ground on. Okay, so we will be talking to them. Okay. So we will test the TCAS there then. And let me check my controls. We may need to mess with this again.
What gate are you at?
Well, looks like it's okay. Charlie 22. Turn that on a little bit. And we'll turn that on a little bit. Just a little bit. Inches of mercury is correct. Flight directors to on. Okay. Briangren, are you what is apparently showing up as TeamSpeak user? Because you need to change your username there so we know who you are. Oh, and now it's gone. And it's gone.
Hey Moose,
Yes, Gemini.
how was your Labor Day?
My Labor Day was good. It was actually, it wasn't as relaxing as I would have liked it to be because I spent most of it unloading boxes here at the house to try and get settled. So it was good to have the day to do that, and that's what I used it for. But so it was nice. It was good. Went to a little family barbecue. Not my family, but my roommate's family barbecue at the end of the day. It was nice. So yeah, how was your Labor Day?
Mine was not good.
Not good. What happened?
I got sick.
Oh, that sucks. Nothing like getting
I got
sick
nausea.
Yeah, nothing like getting sick on the holidays. That's lame. It's not.
I had to skip school.
Yeah, yuck. What are we doing for a departure out of here? Zach 3, apparently. Sid. Let's take a look at that here. Zach. All the way down at the bottom, I'm guessing.
Okay, I'm connected finally.
Hey, there you are. How you doing, Sean?
Oh, I'm doing great. My day wasn't that great. I had to drive 8 hours in the rain.
Yes. Okay, I don't see. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Put it in. Oh, because they're all part of the Dallas file. Okay. I get you now. Alright. Alright, so Zach 3 will take us pretty much off of any runway except the two 45-degree ones. So if we're going north and south, yeah, go up there or there. Enter above 5. What's the top altitude's 5? Alright, we're going to set that initially at least. We'll have to get our clearance anyway, but 5,000. Boom. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. In fact, let's get our clearance real quick, and just that way, if he changes anything on me, we can figure that out. So, what is he? 12165. That's the ILS. That's not what I want. It's not helpful to tune the nav radio to talk to the guy. That doesn't work very well. 650. There we go. All right. Flight plans filed. Dallas ground, WestWind 1990, looking for clearance to Indianapolis.
Sorry about that. Day call sign one more time.
WestWind 1990.
Roger, WestWind 1990. WestWind 1990, you are cleared to Indiana International via the Zach 3 departure. Escape transition that I filed. Climb via SID departure is offline, squawk 0512.
Alright, WestWind 1990 cleared to Indianapolis via the Zach 3 departure, basket transition, then is filed, climb via the SID, departure's offline, squawk 0512.
WestWind 1990, readback is correct. Pushback to pilot discretion, expect runway 35 left for departure. Altimeter 29904, and call for taxi.
Push back our discretion. We'll expect 35 left, and we'll call and ready for taxi. Westwind 990. All right, 0512. All right. Okay, that's in there now. So let's get. I don't remember what he said the altimeter was just now, but I can. Oh, maybe I can't. Let's see. Oh, yes, I can. 29904. Haha. 29904. There we go. Okay. All right, so altimeter set. Climb via the SID. The top altitude is 5,000, so that's already set there. And the heading for 35. Let's save that so I don't have to find that again. Taxi. .35 left is 356. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get our route loaded up here. DFW to Kilo, India, November, Delta. And we'll go departure arrival. Departure is off of 35 left. And we're looking for that ZAC 3. One more. There you are. ZAC 3, basket departure, or transition rather. And then we'll go to route. Next page. Okay. And the rest of the route is direct to Little Rock. L-I-T. And then direct to Turgay. T-E-R-G-E. Yeah. Alright. And then the arrival is going to be the Smook 2. And what are our winds looking like in Indy? Let's see. Please enter. Oh, I did it already. I saved it. I did not load it. Okay. Flight plan. Okay, DFW to Indianapolis. There you are. That's interesting.
WestWind 3565, DFW ground. You are cleared to Indianapolis International via the ZAC 3 Falcon, then on 12. Climb via SID departure is offline.
060 at 13.
Walk 0512.
Alright, so we're probably going to be taking the 5s. Picture that in my head. 5 left. I want to say 5 right. Smook 2, 5 right. Turgay transition. ILS 5 right. Kelly transition. Route. Yeah, we got discontinuity there, so from Kelly, we're going to stick that there.
WestWind 3565,
Activate.
correct. Push back
There
to
we go.
pilot
Okay.
discretion, expect runway 35 left for
Route's loaded
departure.
in, 0 fuel weight.
Altimeter
Coming in
29904,
125.5.
call for
Reserves today are. Where are my reserves at? 7 point.
Good evening, DFW down. This is 4.3575. Requesting clearance to Indianapolis.
WestWind 3565, you're cleared to Indianapolis by the ZAC C departure. Basket transition, then as filed. Climb by a SID departure is off 0502.
And may I have the squawk code, please?
269.
WestWind 3575 is going to be squawk at 0502.
Westwind 3575 is clear to Indianapolis Airport. Filed via the ZAC 3 departure. Departure is offline, and we're going to squawk 0502.
Oops. Wet runway. I'm gonna
WestWind
specify
3575, readback is correct. Pushback to pilot's discretion, expect 35 left for departure. Altimeter 29904, call for taxi.
We'll call for taxi and expecting 3 minutes left for departure. WestWind 3575.
And WestWind 3565. Sorry about the wait. Read back is correct. Push back to pilot's discretion. Push back to 35 left for departure. I'm coming to 29 or 9 or 4. Call for taxi.
Okay, trim 5.1. Okay, so we're all loaded up. We're just waiting for these guys in the back to finish doing their thing. I think our cargo's probably loaded by now.
WestWind 3565.
Yes, it is.
Actually, sorry about that. I didn't realize. Sorry.
All right. So that's good to go. We're just waiting on that. Okay.
Yeah, I love those rains.
I know, right? Yeah. Raining cats and dogs. Okay.
It's a good thing you didn't forget to execute your V speeds.
What was that? What about V-speeds? I don't know.
Hey, did it give you 37,000?
Last night
they
you
only
didn't
gave me
execute
35.
Yeah, it did. It actually said I was good up to 38. So, I mean, you talking about the 737 itself or the flight plan?
The flight plan.
Oh, flight plan gave me 37. That's why I was going off at 37.
No, it gave me 35.
Oh. And then someone else was talking right about the time he was asking a question about that. Who was that?
I just said last night you forgot to execute your V speeds.
Oh, no, actually, it wasn't that. I did execute the V-speeds. What happened was, I'm going to show you here on the FMC, there is the section right before the performance data right here. On the 737, it wants you to execute the performance data once you put it in here. And if you don't do that, you can execute the V-speeds all you want, but it will not put it on in your system and won't allow you to use VNav. So when after I was taken off and I just did it because at that point I was stuck. Once I got in the air, I looked down here and the execute light was lit up, and I went, "Oh, I know what's going on." Executed that, and then everything popped in. So, but it's actually this page, the perf and knit. As far as the V speeds, it's just confirming them here, but it won't move them over if you haven't executed your perf and knit. So.
WestWind 3565. Yeah, no problem. I still have you pulled up here and you're still cleared. You can push whenever. Just let me know when you're ready to taxi, but yeah, to answer your question, you are. Yeah, so that's it.
Alright, just waiting for them to finish loading back there. Good grief. I think when I reinstalled GSX, it probably redid my timing, so it's taking a little longer than I'm used to. That's okay.
By any chance, did you actually look at your en route weather?
I did kind of, but I'm guessing we've got some fun things. Hang on, let me see here what the cloud map is.
I just looked at it on FlightAware.
Yeah, well, according to SimBrief, even the entire time we're in a section of like from DFW on out of thunderstorm fun, so it's going to be interesting. Let me look
It's
at
not
the
pretty.
weather map. I'm guessing it's not pretty. Do. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be especially fun. Actually, it's not too. I mean, there's little pockets here and there. According to what I'm looking at here, there's a ridge that we're probably gonna have to avoid right there in Memphis Center. But it's the getting into Indy. We're gonna have to make an end around kind of on the west side and then come in easterly, like going east to get around this one cell to get in. I think so.
That's going to move by the time you get there.
More than likely, so we'll have to just kind of watch it and see what it's doing. But yeah, I got a lot of weather in this area today.
Yeah, if it was real world, I'd be looking at flying over Kentucky.
Yeah, if we get out to, well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, right now, based on what I'm seeing right now, if we go out, we'll probably have to divert a little bit to the north. That's mostly green up there. and then duck in between this area and Memphis, and then we'll be zigging and zagging a little bit.
A little bit. And what you're gonna... Is this a Friday night op?
Yeah.
How much contingency fuel did you take?
I have quite a bit, actually.
Good.
So I do that anyway
Just-
for Friday Night Ops, because I learned my lesson with Albuquerque.
Heard that.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. All inbound flights being held at their origin until 8 o'clock Central. Inbound flights delayed at their origin, average of 1 hour and 37 minutes.
This is real life?
Real world, yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
Oop, they just updated it for another hour.
Oh, goody.
2100.
Well, how you doing, Captain Tim?
A little concerned about you, but other than that, I'm doing fine.
Well, thankfully, it's just a virtual flight, so at the end of the day, we will...
And you cost me another $30.
Yeah, well, you know.
I am trying to install it now, but it's taking its sweet time.
The GSX-2?
Affirmative.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking the SOD jetways at all the default airports now. That's a cool little feature.
He was one of the more interesting people I talked to at the flight sim.
The FS Stream Team guy?
Yeah. Him and his family having the burger behind us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let me get this light on while I'm waiting for passengers to load here.
Have you noticed any hit to your FPS?
Not yet. I mean, it's hard to tell, though, because I'm sitting in the rain here at DFW, so it's a little... Oh, look, I can see the passengers through the jetway where it breaks because I'm too close. In fact, I can do... Well, let me see here. So I got a little bit of a hit right now, but I don't know... I think that's more due to the rain than it is the... what's it called? Look at these friendly people coming down my jetways. That's hilarious. That's awesome. I love the
Matrix.
People thing. That's cool. Yeah, no, right? Yeah. DJ Willie, got a question. What's up? Ask away. We are just sitting waiting for the passengers to finish loading anyway, so might as well. Might as well. So guys, just a reminder, don't forget tomorrow's stream will be delayed significantly because of my choir thing in the morning, so we will not be flying at 10 like normal. We will be flying probably closer to 3 Pacific. So just make a note of that. That will be the Jacksonville flight from Jacksonville to Newark for the Jaguar charter into New York.
This is very weird.
What's going on?
My map on the pilot side is not working, but the co-pilot side is working fine.
Like, it's just completely out, or what?
No, it's just not showing, like, the route or anything.
Check your, up in the, captain's, EFIS panel up there. There's the approach VOR map and plan mode knob. Make sure that's in map mode, and then make sure your range is set appropriately too, because maybe that just got tweaked or something. Bum, 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 bum. All right, come on, virtual people, get on the plane. We got to go.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget your project fly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's right. That's a good time to do this anyway. Thank you. By the way, who guessed 150 feet per minute yesterday? Someone did.
I think that was me.
Yeah, you were really close. 155 when I looked at it afterwards.
Really?
Yeah. So well done, you.
Awesome.
Briangren coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. Keep streaming, Moose. Wishing Fresno State a great season ahead. You're lucky you won't be facing Stanford. Yeah, probably. Thank you so much, Briangren. Thank you so much. All right, KDFW, KIND, WWA, 1990. Oh, dang it, I always do that. 37,000. Apply. Okay, all right, so that activates that, and then for the project fly. All right, Kelsey, have fun with the boyfriend and game night. Bookings, KDFW, KIND. Manually. WW 1990. WWA 1990.
Hey Moose.
Yeah.
You ever get my email?
I never did. I don't understand why that wasn't coming through. That's really strange. That is really
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Hey Captain Tim, how are you, sir?
Doing quite well. Did you have a good day today?
Yeah, it was my day off.
Oh, that's the best day right there.
Copy
And
that.
it rained all day, so it was 69 all day today.
Ooh. Wish it was 69 here, man. Okay, Project Fly is up, and so is Fly Live, so we've got our MCP down there on the stream for you guys. Still just waiting on these pesky passengers, tell you. They are taking their sweet bippy time.
Hey Moose.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to actually install the new GSX?
It didn't take that long, but there is a, if you got to the part where it's actually installing, it's not downloading.
Yeah, it's installing.
Okay. It hangs at a certain point because it's waiting for you. It brings in that like SOD manager thing in the background.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, did you already close that after you registered it?
No.
Yeah, do that. It's waiting for you to do that. There's a window that opens behind something else that tells you to do that, and you're sitting there waiting forever for it to do its thing. Go back there, register your sim, close it, and then the installation will finish.
Cool, we're good.
Yeah. It was really annoying. I was sitting there for a while too going, any day, and then I finally started clicking on things. I'm like, oh, I have to do something. Maybe make that the window that pops up so you can know that. But yeah. And then if it did this to me, so I don't know if it'll do this to you, after everything installed, I went and started P3D, and it would do its load screen, and then the load screen would just disappear. It would basically just shut down. And I tried that twice, did it twice. I just had to restart the computer, and then everything worked. So I don't know if that was just some goof on my end, or if it actually needs the computer to restart to work properly after it installs. It doesn't tell you that it does, but that's what I had to do.
Welcome to Dream Team.
That's right. Living the dream.
So Moose, my flight plan's taking me to the Gulf, through the Gulf side of Florida where all the weather's at. So that's gonna be fun.
Well, it's kind of going up through the middle of the continental United States is where all the weather is as well. So it's kind of just the weather is all over the place. So good luck avoiding it.
Yeah.
You know, you do have the option of changing your flight plan.
Yeah, you do.
I do, but I'm just too lazy.
Alright, I'm gonna push back and start my engines to see what happens.
What are you expecting to happen?
I don't know why my map's not working.
Oh, you're still trying to get that to, okay. Do you have, are you on, what kind of power are you on right now?
APU?
And you got both sides engaged?
Yes.
Alright.
You got the dim switch turned up?
No.
Yeah, it's like the brightness on the CRT.
Uh-huh.
Charge me $1.74 for tax to buy that thing.
Actually, what I might do is turn off the APU and then turn it back on, because I think that might have glitched out.
No, maybe. Could try it.
Hey, you do realize tomorrow with the 747 you're going to be able to see the buses drive up.
Yes, I know. I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. That'll be cool. We got all the people getting out. Of course, it'd be cool if they were
Well,
all dressed
remember,
like football players. That'd
it
be
says
awesome.
cargo people. Or it says cargo people.
Cargo people.
Oh wait a minute, you're driving a passenger plane.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it's passenger tomorrow. Yeah. Cargo people. Like walking boxes. Like, how does that work?
One of these days I'll have to show you the pictures I took
From?
when the Packers were getting off my airplane.
Oh, nice. Yeah, DJ Willie, go ahead and ask a question. What's up? Good to have you here, by the way. Oh man, these guys take a long time. I need to go and edit that that setting. It's probably turned way the snot up. How do you change all the jetways with GSX? So GSX version 2 does it for you. Now it should not replace jetways, I don't think, at airports like payware airports that have jetways already. I would assume. I haven't tried it at a payware airport yet, so I don't know. Are you saying no, it does not?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so yeah, so if you're at a payware airport, then it won't do that. But if you're at a default airport, then it will do that automatically.
I wonder if it'll do it at the FSDT add-ons.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't.
I'm at DFW.
Oh, and you've got okay. Got DFD. Yeah, see on mine, it just when I load it up, these are all. It's not just one location. It's all the jetways. Are all these sewed gates now. So.
But I mean, the DFW gates are sewed now, operated, not control jag.
For FS Stream Team, you mean?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yes, and
are the gate numbers the same, or are each one numbered separately?
They.
You know, the blue signs above.
Yeah, they're numbered separately. So the one I'm at says C22, the one next to me says C21. Yes, that's cool. Payware scenery with. Yeah, that I don't know, DJ Willie. You're just gonna have to try it and see. But I would go to a default aircraft and make sure it loaded up everything correctly first. So that way you know that part of it's working, and then go to a payware with a regular control J jetway situation and see. But my guess is no, because it's payware scenery. I'm guessing it's just designed to replace the old style jetways. Now, if they're using default jetways, it may replace those with the sewed gates. I don't know. That's just you'll have to try and find out. Like I said, I just got this working right before we jumped in here, so I haven't had a chance to really play with it yet. All right, I got the ding, so we are loaded finally. Hallelujah. Let's get these doors closed and get out of here. Actually, before I close the doors, I'm going to start the APU, so that's going. All right. So that's going to run up. Let's go menu, FS actions, doors. We're going to close those two doors. Oops, nope, don't close that. Overwing exits. Gosh. There goes the jetway. That's cool. It does it without me having to tell it. I love that. That is awesome. Semi-truck backing up. Okay. Okay. I'll try the demo. A lot of people say the upgrade is expensive for what you get next to the truck. Yeah, no problem, man. It's about $30, and again, it depends on. I mean, it doesn't seem expensive to me, but that's me. I mean, expensive is to each person a different thing for what you're getting. So, and I haven't experienced all of it.
You can't upgrade it from GSX1, right?
No, you have to. So in other words, you have to already have GSX installed to do GSX level 2.
Wait till you hear the voices on the pushback.
Oh really? Okay, well we're getting there. All right, so
they're in Spanish.
It is Juan, so you never know. All right, let's go ahead.
No, it ain't Juan.
It's uh-oh. Some British guy now. All right, so anti-collision is on, logo light on. Let's go ahead and let's see. That's spooled up? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna switch over to APU. We're gonna turn our packs on for that, and we're going to disconnect the ground stuff. parking brake is set. Yes, it is. Good deal. And let's call for somebody. We'll see. It may not be Juan anymore, apparently. Prepare pushback and departure. We're gonna go nose to the left. And do you want to start? No. All right, here comes to be named shortly. PsyQuest 1, how's it going, sir? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing very well. Playing with GSX version 2.
Hello, Captain.
So I gotta think of a British name for your new.
Hang on, he's talking. I gotta hear him. That's definitely not Juan. It's not British either. But hang on a second. Let me see what he says. He talked right as you were talking, so now I gotta wait for him to finish the hookup here. That's already on. Yeah, good.
Locking gear.
Oh, nice. I like that. That's very American. So he sounds white.
What about John?
That's true. That would make sense. It's now John.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted.
I like it.
Release
Be interesting to see what they have in Australia.
Yeah, right. See, g'day, mate. All right, is anyone back there? Am I good to push?
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, I'm going left.
Okay, so am I. Are you pushing right now?
Somebody's right behind you.
Well, I see. Oh, is that Rothmuller? Is that you over there?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you go? Because John is yelling at me to release the parking brakes, and if I'm gonna push, I'm gonna push right into. I'm gonna push face and nose to you. So you better skedaddle.
Release parking brakes.
Make sure you get permission from ground, though.
Release parking brakes.
Night.
Yeah.
Get a quick radio check.
Release parking brakes.
Yes, Juan. I hear you. I realized that I made a mistake with how much for the donation, so I've got a bit more coming your way. Would that be okay? That's fine with me, Brian.
Release parking brakes.
Brian, out of courtesy, I'm not gonna donate bits one by one, so your name will stay up there.
Wait, what's happening?
Release parking brakes.
I was just saying, because he donated, I'm not going to donate bits one by one, so his name will disappear.
Release parking brakes.
What, taxi?
Okay, let me know when you're clear of me.
Release parking brakes.
Yes, Juan. Or John, we hear you. John Juan.
He didn't say call for push, did he?
No, he said call for taxi. He said push at your discretion.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, I'm about clear.
Alright, then we're gonna go. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Thanks, John. Will do. Alright, fuel pumps coming on. Packs going off. And turning to. Brakes release at 0056. Fuel on. Light up.
So at your 3 o'clock, you see me at WestWind 3575?
Well, I see you as a white 737. I don't use WestWind's the payware aircraft as AI representation, so it's going to show you as a white aircraft. He gets the model right though, at least, because you are flying a 737, right? All right, we got a good start on number 2, turning 1. Fuel on. Light up. Bring up my map here. See where I'm going to be going. Oh, we're over there. Okay, I see where we are.
Oh, that's so cool. So basically, in the 737 that I have, you can like customize to like different airlines. Like since I'm flying United, they're like on this flight, Wi-Fi is enabled. Just go to the United app.
Cool. Hey, Chris, you're pushing back into me, sir.
Yeah, no.
What are my emergency exits open? What is going on here? What is this nonsense?
Apparently you saw Chris coming.
I guess. Bail it out! Are we at... Where are we here? I thought we were in the middle ring. Well, we are.
It's not his fault that he ran into your plane.
Unlocking gear.
It's not... How is it not his fault? I backed up first.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass has been removed.
Alright,
Eject, eject.
Yeah, right? Alright, we can bring the packs back in. Hydraulics, pedos. Gonna hit the little temporary. Oh, there we go. Dual bleed off. Generators coming in on both sides. APU going off. Dome light
Left is
going
clear.
off.
Right is clear.
Alright, we'll turn our taxi light on here. And let's see. Ground WestWind 1990 at Charlie 22 Raver Taxi. Briangren with the $10 now.
1990 runway 3 left, taxi by kilo.
35 left by kilo for WestWind 1990. Thank you so much, Briangren. Appreciate that.
Runway 3565. You can go ahead and call Monterey Unicom 122.8 and for future reference, wind BB 300
Nice, thanks, man.
See ya.
Alright, so this actually need to go over here apparently. Get that off of there. Alright.
Can you hear me? It's Briangren.
I can. How you doing, man? That's Lima. This must be Kilo. Thanks so much for the moolah.
Flying up to New York tomorrow?
We are flying to New York tomorrow. That's correct.
DFW ground. This is WestWind 3575 at Charlie 22, race taxi.
575 runway 35 left, taxi by kilo.
What time are you thinking for that flight?
It's going to be probably around 3 p.m. Pacific, because I've got a choir thing in the morning. We'd normally stream around 10 a.m., but that thing goes from like 9 to 1, so I'm saying 3. That gives me enough time to get back and get all set up before we go. So I'll keep you guys. If it goes any later than that, I'll update you guys on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. But we'll tentatively plan for 3. It might be as late as 4.
Perfect. I gotta wait in the DMV line in the morning.
Oh, that's always fun. What are you doing at DMV?
I'm paying a service to wait for me. About $20 an hour.
Nice. Doesn't seem like I'm getting full tilt there. There it is. Flight controls do their job. 2 down, 2 up. And we'll test the rudder once we're stopped here somewhere.
So on my map, I'm getting a warning that just is yellow and just says map.
That's weird. Wonder if that's an actual error, like something that can break, maybe, like a failure. I've never heard of that one. That's very interesting. Oh,
Moose, is this default?
Don't do that, you dumb thing. Okay. The airport scenery is default. The jetways now are GSX2. But yeah, everything else is default. Especially this really nasty looking Delta wording on the building over here we're passing.
I have a quick question for Tim.
Go for Tim.
So, what's the star you use when you're approaching the 2-8 at San Francisco?
Depends where I'm coming from.
Yeah, the stars you get are all dependent based on where you're entering the airport airspace from. So.
WestWind 1990, you can go ahead and
I'm not getting any warnings anywhere, so
Yeah, I know
don't
there's
why my map's
the
not working.
Menlo waypoint somewhere out here.
All right, thanks for the help, ground. We will see you next time through Western 990.
Yeah.
We're going to activate that guy. We're going to activate that. And we're going to dial up 122.8.
Yeah, San Francisco just had a major airspace reconfiguration too. Today, let's see, looks like from the Minneapolis runs, they're using the Diamond 3 with the NOA transition.
Yeah, so last time I was approaching San Francisco, we were coming from New York, and we actually made a right turn over the bay instead of coming over from the land, making a left turn.
How many days ago? It also depends on the...
Oh, this was 2 years ago.
Oh.
No.
Could be anything. Also depends whether you're shooting a visual or an instrument approach.
Alright, Rothmuller, was that you that just took off?
Yes, I'm rolling.
Alright. Let me know when you are passing 3,000. Alright, I'm going to take the runway here. If I can get down and turn my TCAS on.
I think there's a guy on the other side on final.
The other side, like opposite direction.
Yeah, he's not coming like on like 3-5 or anything. He's on the other.
Oh, the other side of the complex.
So Tim, are you staying by the airport, or are you somewhere in the peninsula?
It's cool because it plays the exact same safety video as United has.
Oh, that's cool.
Not that you can see it from the flight deck. As far as layover hotels, we've got 2 or 3 in San Francisco.
Alright, I'm passing 3,000.
Alright, we're going to roll. Alright, rudder checks out. That's good. That's what I was waiting for. That's good. Landing lights on. We're going to turn our wipers on to low. And strobes need to come on. Alright. And engine switches to continuous. There we go. Alright, WestWind 1990 is rolling.
WestWind 3575 is lining up. 35.
Copy that.
Alright, so I'm gonna kind of be muted for most of this because obviously I'm in Indianapolis and finally got started 1 engine, so I'm gonna be single engine taxiing out to, for departure. I'll be back with you guys once I'm cruising to Chicago here.
Okay.
Was there no tower?
Yeah, no ATC.
Who did your Bulldogs play this weekend?
This coming weekend, we play we're on the road this weekend, and I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta look. But right now I'm fighting a cell here, so this is fun. Holy crap. God.
It could be San Diego State. I'll check right now.
It could be.
Count your beads.
Remind you of the Twilight Zone movie?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, Minnesota.
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget about your partner on the ground.
Yep, you're good to go now. Beware, major chop once you get about 1,000 feet in the air.
That's a big game.
Thank you.
Against USC.
Alright, my plane might be broken. Everything's not working. Autopilot is just disconnecting the second I connect it.
Other than it being a Boeing 737 and you being Caucasian, this is just like flight.
Right? Just powering through the chop. Well, that and the not the excessive cocaine usage and alcoholism.
That's exactly what I just said.
Well, speak for yourself.
I heard excessive drug usage.
Yep, you heard right. Alright, we're gonna start tiptoeing around some of these storms here.
So, I guess the question is, drinking moose?
What was that? Did you ask if I'm drinking?
I guess the question would now be, have you been drinking moose?
It had to be to taking off in that stuff.
I know, right?
Captain is earning his pay tonight.
That's right.
So what percentage of the time when you're flying in real life are you using a given heading versus LNAV?
Are you talking to me?
I assume so.
So I was thinking, but I thought I'd ask. Oh, it depends on your situation. If you're being vectored versus following a SID. On the departure, we generally hand fly up to about 10, unless it's something really convoluted. Then we'll go with the autopilot.
Okay, my autopilot is at least working.
Oh, that's good. Trying to get around this cell here. Climb up in the clear a little bit at least.
You weren't kidding when you said there's a bump.
Oh yeah. You're probably going to want to make
FSX, that was bumpy.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to make a 180 to get around this big old cell here that's right in the flight path. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, roger that.
Dodge around the edge of it here.
And the GX, did you have to activate the edition, or is it just automatic?
No, you have to activate it. You go into the add-on manager once you're in P3D, and
yeah, I'm in there.
And then go to the GSX2 and put in the code.
See, I bought it while I was in the simulator and it automatically did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I bought it while I was inside the simulator.
Oh, well, that's because you did it, yeah, from inside. I did mine outside sim, that's why. Okay.
Did you have to reinstall GSX?
No, just this just install. It actually needs GSX1 to be installed, and it goes right on top of it and adds to it.
Yeah, I got that.
So apparently it seems like all of the pilot side stuff is broken and all the co-pilot stuff works fine.
Well, slide over to the right seat.
You above 10?
Yeah, I'm above 20 now. And it's opening up a bit more now. I'm turning back toward course.
But you're way higher than me.
Yeah, I was doing a flight, pulling out of the soup. I took Tim's advice. And we went Denzel Washington on it.
Our Lady of Blessed Acceleration will fail us now.
That's right. Come on, baby.
Somebody say there's a new Mad Dog that's been issued?
There's that, the one we were looking at yesterday is the DC-9, and they have it, it's a DC-9 / MD-80, so it's like the old school version of the MD-80 with the less glass stuff, I guess. So it's more DC-9-ish, I think. But it's like a DC-9 MD-80 combo thing. I don't remember who, it's Flight 1, or yeah.
Yeah, Flight 1.
Oh,
Cool Sky.
Cool Sky,
but Flight 1 is made it P3D4.
Oh, okay, because I've got the one for the FSX.
Then you'll get a discount.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to accelerate us here. Zip out my weather radar a bit farther to make sure we can see ahead. Wow, that was an experience. Oh boy. That's no bueno. Alright, let's see the legs here. Landing light should have come off by now. Took the engines out of continuous. Taxi light obviously can come off. Woo!
Alright, I am set for the right seat.
Alright. Boot that co-pilot out of there. That's really weird, though. All your stuff on the left doesn't work. It's really odd.
You going to be able to fly above all of that?
I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm trying to accelerate right now so I can keep climbing. Because I'm below my my climb speed here right now. I'm hoping so. In fact, I'm just going to start climbing again. Because I need to know. I think I will be. It looks like it's thinning out as I climb, so I think we're getting closer to the tops of it, I think. Oh, center tank's running dry. ahead and engage the autopilot. Let's see what it does. Or not. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Lightning everywhere. Everywhere.
By any chance, did you go into the customization thing for GSX?
I did not yet.
Whoa.
There are all kinds of stuff you can do.
Got a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, it was all I could do to get it to be up and running in time for the stream, so I stopped there.
I'll be back in a little bit, Moose.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you, bud.
Oh, climb, baby, climb.
I'm catching up to your contrails.
What altitude you at?
25.3.
26.6. And I'm now just slowly climbing as it's trying to gain altitude here. I don't have anything like slowing me down, right? Here's thread the needle in there a little bit.
I just see two bright dots behind me.
Oh.
Lightning blow.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a screenshot with the lightning. I don't know if it's going to work, but ooh, that might have got it.
The only thing I've been able to do is go into the video afterwards and grab the frame.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's problematic for me because I've got the my head superimposed in the corner, so that might have got it too.
Yeah, I'm talking production.
Can you get one on Instagram?
What was that?
Could you get one of those screenshots on Instagram?
If I get them, yeah. I'd like to use it for my my thumbnail for the YouTube upload. Is my master plan, but we'll see if that works. Oh, yep, clearing the way now. So we're gonna clear over this stuff. That'll be good.
Really wish I could just get the GSX level 2 without buying it.
Well, do you have GSX level 1?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do the trial for GSX level 2. So you can get it and you can use it for, I don't know how long or where you can use it. I can't remember if GSX is limited by where you go or a time frame, but you can try it out, and then if you like it, you buy it. If not, it just disables, and then you have to uninstall it or whatever. But you do have that option. Ow! am. Alright, just passing 30,000 feet, 7,000 to go. On to Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is getting a lot of traffic from Atlanta.
Yeah, I saw that even when I was checking earlier, it was starting to look pretty heavy stream from that direction. Reloading it right now, see what it looks like. Oh yeah.
Let's hope we don't get kicked out of Atlanta or Indianapolis Center.
What do you mean kicked out?
Albuquerque.
Oh. Yeah, I doubt it. It doesn't look like it's quite as heavy as it was going into Albuquerque Center. Excuse me. I am surprised. I'm surprised Fort Worth wasn't online though. Although the entire eastern seaboard is online, all the way as far as Memphis, Chicago, and KC. Let's take a look at our progress page here. So arrival is expected in Indianapolis at 2:49 Zulu. It is currently 1:25, so it's about an hour and 20 minutes or so. 25 minutes really. Got that.
Alright, I got one with lightning in it on Instagram.
Oh, nice. I got one with lightning. It's kind of lame though. This one I must have missed entirely. Yeah.
That is Photoshop.
This one I got it lighting up my plane. Good grief, it's like a flash bulb going off.
A little gremlin on the wing?
Yeah, exactly.
See it?
No, not yet. I'm just trying to get another shot. Oh, that's a little better on mine. Well, not the ooh, what? Something's happening. No, it was a little updraft or something. Let's see. Check your Instagram here.
Well, the gate customization works real well.
Sorry, I swear you said gay customization.
Well, that too.
What can you when it comes to the customization? What can you do?
Well, you know how they have the ground service equipment all over the place?
Yeah.
You can set that to start at a particular point. So I took all my loading conveyor belts and put them by the terminal instead of being out in the middle of nowhere. And,
oh, that's nice.
Baggage train and stuff, yeah.
That's good.
I
That'll be.
absolutely hate that when you like push back and they got
Yeah,
stuff
it's just
all over.
sitting out to the side. Well, it's a big problem over at Jacksonville where I park the 7.4 because the belt loaders are sitting so far back there that they're actually almost in the taxi path. And you basically have to run them over to get to and from the gate, which is really dumb. So that's nice. I'll have to go and tweak that. We'll go over there.
And there are a few standard gates that I use each and every time, so that it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that makes that nice. A few days ago, I had to depressingly slow scroll for my barrow into KDen. Oh. Okay. Well, we got a nice healthy cell that we want to fly right through. We're going to have to dodge around this.
You're coming up on Memphis airspace.
Yep. See what the cell extends to and then make a decision because we're getting close. Oh, for your minimums? Oh, yeah. You know, you can change that Rothmuller to do radio, and that's what I do. When it's way above sea level like that, I'll just use radio altimeter because you're going to be scrolling for days trying to get the barrow set. And speaking of that,
Or the B key.
Or the B key. Well, no, I mean, I'll set your radio, your altimeter. He's talking about setting his minimums. Have you entered Memphis airspace yet, Rothmuller?
No, they haven't even contacted me about it.
Okay. Looks like you're still on the outside of it, so. Just trying to figure out if I can dodge around this before talking to them. I think I can, so I'm going to do that.
I probably flew through that cell.
Yeah, I'm going around it. Going around. What? Oh, I was gonna say. It like erased the cell entirely for a moment. I was gonna say. Vanishing cell, alright. Okie dokie.
Hey, I gotta step away.
Oh, okay.
But I'll contact Memphis when I get back.
Okay. If they call looking for you, I'll let them know.
The flight you have reached is temporarily disconnected.
That's right. When they try to call him on doo-doo-doo. We're sorry, but the airline you're trying to contact has been temporarily disconnected or is no longer in service.
Have to do that one April 1st.
Yeah, right?
Have that queued up and ready to play in the mic. Of course, you know what you'd be doing in the real world.
Huh.
You'd have everything up full bright.
Oh, because of the lightning?
Yeah, thunderstorm. I don't know if that particular 737 has the thunderstorm switch or not.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know that it does. We got the dome light. Yeah, I don't know that it does. So all that would be down here, essentially. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oogidoo.
I just realized I just missed a perfect opportunity. I could have. Yeah, I don't think so, Tim. Good old Wilson from Home Improvement. Okay, well, that's
The
basket.
center has contacted me.
Okay, so he'll be contacting me shortly. So I'm not that far behind you. What altitude are you at, Rothmuller?
I'm still climbing. I'm at 3. I'm right about to get there, though.
What's your topping out at today?
340.
Oh, okay. Man, you're climbing slow, man.
I've got to have word with my crew scheduler.
Right now?
No, I just looked at the flight from Lansing to Phoenix for Michigan State, and it's on a Delta 757.
Oh. Nice.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah, what's up?
I just checked something, and a 787-9 from American was diverted to Austin, Texas.
Do you know why? Or does it say it was diverted?
It was due to weather, I guess.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
And it was a delivery flight.
Oh, really? Well, at least that doesn't inconvenience any passengers for the most part. Unless they're waiting for that plane to take people right away from wherever it was going. Where was it? Do you know where it was going to?
Dallas.
Oh, okay.
From Everett.
From Everett, okay. Yeah, those storms are sitting right over the top of Dallas right now. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. There's Memphis Center. 13365.
Good evening.
FedEx 747 Memphis Center, good evening. Descend via the vans to arrival, landing north Memphis. Altimeter is 299.5.
Memphis Center, WestWind 1990, checking in with you at flight level 370.
WestWind 1990 Memphis Center.
Ew.
WestWind 790, same Mach number.
Yeah, looking at the website for GSX Level 2, it looks like you got to download the installer again.
Oh yeah, hang on one second, buddy.
I think I might have said the call sign wrong. WestWind 1990, same Mach number.
Mach 0.79 for Westwind 1990.
WestWind 1990, do not exceed Mach decimal 78.
Not above Mach decimal 78 for 1990. Do 77 just to be safe.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Sarah Wilson, 75 with you at flight level 350, Mach 78.
WestWind 3575, Memphis Center Run. WestWind 1990, I show your request cruise altitude is 370. Just, we're going to amend the cruise altitude to maintain flight level 330.
Copy that. Down to 330 for Westwind 990.
WestWind 1990, disregard. Maintain flight level 370.
Disregard. Maintain 370. Westwind 990.
Otherwise, you and I would have had a crash.
Yeah, probably.
I'm at flight level 330 as well.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that he was going to do that, but all right.
Whoever's transmitting, I'm getting carrier only.
Hey, Moose.
Yeah, what's up, Jonah?
My city is under a flash flood watch.
Oh. Well, that's always, you know, fun.
WestWind 3575, left heading 010, vector.
Because of the hurricane and tropical storm.
Oh,
Hey,
gotcha.
010 from station 3575.
Yep, that'll do it. Alright, we're going to have to dodge around this cell here, I think. Sitting over Little Rock.
Am I missing anything important?
Not really.
Who's ever transmitting?
We just switched over to Memphis Center.
They got me turning left 010 because of Moose.
I think one of us is transmitting onto the connection.
That's not me.
I think I'm going to have disconnect. I had issues with TeamSpeak loading up, and I'm now trying to download GSX, and I'm buffering quite often.
Gotcha. All right, man.
The next plane when I'm
So,
flying.
Moose, did you see what happened to our fair city?
No, I did not. What happened to you?
We had a 29-year-old man open fire at Fountain Square in downtown Cincinnati.
Oh.
Yeah, that chili will get you every time.
He kill anybody?
Quite a few people.
Oh my gosh.
There was a
Last
young...
I heard, it was for a botched bank robbery, wasn't it?
Oh really?
Yeah. And one of the people killed was this teenager girl.
Oh gosh.
It's funny when I fly into rain in X-Plane, it looks like I'm flying light speed in Star Wars.
Yeah. You get that kind of effect in FSX too. It's a little harder to see it, but you can. It's still kind of there. Well, maybe if we wait long enough, we won't have to divert. I was thinking we're gonna have to go off to the left here, but the cell's kind of shifted
cool.
away. What you got there, Tim?
I'm playing with the editor for down at Charlie West, and I can change the jetways, and one of the logos you can put on the side of the jetway is the FS Expo logo.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I should go in there in mine and change the logo to advertise my YouTube channel.
Change it to advertise WestWind.
Well, maybe I'll do both. You can probably mix it up a little bit, I would think. Yeah, we're just gonna skirt the edge of the storm here.
They've got Citibank on the other one, so I gotta change that.
Citibank, yeah, no. Nope, nope, nope.
So did you get you a screenshot?
No, well I did. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's there. It's something.
So you got some great lightning going on with you.
I know, I do. The trouble is capturing it.
Delta 1197, contact Atlanta Center 132.97 tonight.
I'm gonna turn the seatbelt sign on for this because we're gonna skirt this
132
really close.
decimal 9 or 7 tonight of 1197.
West wind 3575, cleared to Little Rock.
I think it cleared to LIT.
Cleared to Little Rock, 3575.
Yeah, you probably put enough separation between me and him now.
I think he was also trying to separate me from you guys, because he wants me to go faster.
Yeah, and he restricted me down to 0.78, so probably a little bit of all that, you know. Because we're all going to the same place, so he knows he's got to sequence us a little bit.
Memphis Center, good evening, Delta 7286, flying through flight level 238 for flight level 330. Delta 7286, Memphis Center, roger.
So Chris, Redog, got some good progress today on your Braniff aircraft. Got the tail almost done with the little pattern going around it. So I just got to do a little tweak, and I think that'll line it up. And if that's the case, then I just got to do the engines and flip it around and do the other side, which will be really fast. And then the Corvette blue will be done, and then I can pretty quickly stamp out the other ones. Oh yeah, we're getting some chop. I'm gonna turn us a little early here.
30 miles,
You just gotta have your mic echo.
American 2793, Memphis Center, roger.
What did you say?
He's got a heavy mic echo.
Yeah, it does.
FedEx 747, contact Memphis approach 125.8, good night.
125,
You know what airport you'll be flying in tomorrow?
Yeah, Newark.
American 2793, cleared direct Little Rock.
EWR.
Hey, did you ever pick up?
Did I ever what?
Did you ever pick up any of that Javitsky scenery that you wanted?
I got Seattle, yeah. I don't think I've tried it out yet, but I have it.
They did a great job with the Boeing field and the Payne field and all that.
Yeah, I got the one that covered like a whole swath of areas, yeah. So, yeah, I need to go up there and try that out and see what it looks like.
Oh, speaking of scenery, this is depressing.
What?
All the trees are in the fall foliage now.
Oh. Everything's brown.
Well, yellows and reds and that stuff.
Skirt past this little stone here, and then let's see what's next on the horizon. Actually, it should be fairly clear sailing, looks like, until we get to that nasty thing.
I believe 5 more days until 1810, Iraq.
Possibly. I don't remember offhand when this one ends, so.
In home ec today, we had to fill out this like subway like job application form. I didn't get the point of it, but
You had to fill out a subway
WestWind
job
3575
application.
United Trademark decimal 76.
yeah.
Down to Mach 7, 6.6.
That is
He
hilarious.
is slowing you
This is
down.
in-trail spacing to Indy tonight.
Yeah, it's because all the people going in, they're spacing it out. Better them to do it that way than to get them all to the door and then go, oh, but no, we can't take them. Got to turn them around. So.
Albuquerque.
Exactly. Okay, now we're clear of the storm nonsense. And put me back on course.
I mean,
here.
you and I got a pretty good distance.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Of course, last night going into San Diego, but we three are right on top of each other.
Yeah, right. Although it worked out nicely. I mean, I landed, and then Tim was on final, and then you landed right after him. So you and Tim had more of a spacing
and we
issue
didn't
than
even
me.
have no ATC.
Right. We can space ourselves. Take that.
Memphis Center, FedEx 574, ready to taxi 27.
Rothmuller, how are you doing?
FedEx 574, contact Memphis approach 125.8.
How are they
I'll
letting
talk
you
to you a
do?
little bit.
How are they letting you do 3-4? That's an invalid altitude for this direction of flight.
I'm at 3-3.
Oh, you are.
Order
Okay.
approach 574.
I was gonna say.
Good evening, Memphis approach FedEx 74, requesting IFR.
Anybody interested in the current Indianapolis weather?
Indianapolis.
Sure.
Information.
Scare me.
On board.
Well, you got a
FedEx
quarter mile
574,
of
you're still in
snow.
approach.
No,
It's 125.8.
Oh, it's Christmas.
Yeah, let's see. Current Indianapolis is 050 at 11 knots, 10 miles visibility. Broken at 10,000. Overcast at 4,900. Temperature 21, dew point 19. Altimeter 3010.
Copy that. That's not that bad.
No mention of lightning.
I was gonna say the weather. It's all surrounding the airport. It's not just actually at the airport. You say 301 what for the altimeter?
3010.
Oh.
What time your ETA to Indianapolis?
2:49. So it's almost just 3 minutes shy of an hour from now. Look at the approach into Indy here. Come on. Come on. K-I-N-D.
Test.
I hear you. Whoever that was. Sound like Chris.
Sound like Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'll just make sure it working.
It's a working.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Nope, nothing. that star. Alright, what star are we taking here? We've got the Smook 2. What that means.
I give it the big test and bring it up into Atlanta and see how that's doing.
There you go.
That scenery has never played nice.
Yeah. Do you have, is that pay-where scenery for Atlanta?
Affirmative.
Alright, there's Turg. This is kind of weird, interesting, converging, diverging star that this is. We're going to come in at Turgy, or Turg, or whatever you want to call it. Hit a couple more waypoints, and then at Gamel, we're going to be between 210 and 15,000. At Racier, we're going to be between 190 and 12,000. We pass Smook, and then if we're doing, let's see, if we do 5 right, which who knows what they'll give us, then it's from Fire, which is where? Oh, that's Fire. Fire to Wesley. None of those go to Wesley. What are you talking about? Who wrote this star? This is nonsense. On track.
Bunch of Hoosiers.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, my cruising was short-lived. As I got to cruising, all of a sudden Chicago Center's now putting me down to 11,000 for the rival. Only the finest of cruising, right?
Apparently. Where on earth are any of these? Oh. Oh, it's a whole nother one. Okay, that's why. It's a box within a box. So from Fire we go to Wesley, which is suddenly at or above 6,000. So we're going to be the closer side of 12 on these things. 6,000, and then we're going to the, should be the IIUUU for 5 right. And that's at or above 5,000 at 210. So that's the first speed restriction, is 210 at or above 5, and then it's on to the transition for the approach. And approach into 5 right. Let's look at the ILS for that. Frequency is 111.15. I'm going to go ahead and set that in here now. .1115. Final approach course is 050. It's amazing. It's actually on the MSA for the area is 3,100 feet. We're going to start the approach at 5,000. Final approach fix is going to be hoops at 2,100 feet. Minimums will be 200 radio. Already set there, good deal. And the missed approach, climb to 1,500 feet, then climbing right turn to 3,000 on heading 148, and outbound on the VHP VOR radial 136 to Osmo, to the intersection 20 DME away, the VHP and hold, or as directed by agency. So straight out, turn right, climb 3,000. Well, climb 1,500, turn right 3,000 on 148 toward Osmo. Simple enough. Let's see. Flag that. The runway itself is 10,000 feet long, so we got plenty of.
On a seal.
And if we can get off at Charlie 4, which we should be able to, then we can take Romeo to either Kilo or Hotel into the terminal. And let's look at our gates here. We'll plan for Concourse A, and we're going to have to figure out which gate GSX is willing to give us for our aircraft. That is the plan. We're going into Indy.
3362, thank you for your service. Delta 799.
You're welcome for my service.
Good evening, Chicago approach. Delta 799 with you, descending through 13,000 for 11,000 at the Boone intersection. Roger, clear deck for the iOS, 9 left that was for 799.
Where are you?
Where's who?
9 left.
We'll just try to real quick get a confirmation. You did say for the pens, right? So it could reprogram our FMC real quick. $10 left in the FMC for 799.
P3D main, where are you?
He's up in Chicago Center somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Goodness.
You think we'll touch Kansas Center?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so. We'll get close to that 3 corners area, but we're not gonna breach it. So does anybody else on here watch the? It was a TV show. I've been watching it on Netflix. It's last season. Season 5 just ended back in the spring, I think. Called The 100.
I don't watch TV.
Oh wow.
I think that's a
What's
no.
it about?
Guess not. It's actually a really interesting premise. That's what got me started on it, because it takes interesting amount of things to get me into a show, but the premise is it's a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. For whatever reason, you learned this in the story, but for whatever reason, the Earth basically undergoes a nuclear apocalypse in the year like 20. What is it? It's like 2055 or something like that. It's several years in the future. And there were a number of people, a large contingent of people in this space station that was orbiting Earth at the time, so they obviously survived the apocalypse. And the Earth is irradiated. They're under the impression they can't get back to the ground for, however many years. Anyway, where the show picks up, it's like 90 some odd years after that apocalypse. And there's all these people on the space station. They're trying to survive. Systems are starting to shut down.
Heading back to Atlanta Center 132.97.
And in order to
Good night.
save on air and other resources, they're basically forced to get rid of a bunch of people on the station somehow. And so they take basically all of the criminals, but they're minors, so they can't. Every crime on the station, what they call the ARC, is a executable offense because it has to be. And so but they don't execute minors. So all the minors that are criminals, they're locked up. And then once they turn 18, then they have to go through or whatever. But, so they decide to take basically everyone that's under 18 that's a criminal. There's 100 of them. So that's where the show gets its name. And send them to the ground in an experiment to, one, it gets rid of a bunch of people that they can't sustain, anyway. But two, it's an excuse to kind of test out and see if the Earth might be livable again. And so they send. So it's a story of these guys going to the ground and then encountering other people they didn't expect to be on the ground already that survived the explosions. It's a really good show. I mean, it's gone through 5 seasons now. They just got to the end of season 5. It's all on Netflix, and it's really good. It really grabs you after a while.
I saw it. It's called Wally, right?
No, it's not Wally. That's a whole different reality. That leans more toward the idiocracy angle. Not quite as bad, but it's in that same vein. Which is another fantastic movie, by the way, if you want to know where our world is headed with the stupidity of people.
The Pacific Garbage Patch is gonna go onto land.
The Pacific what?
Garbage Patch.
Oh. It's gonna hit land. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Supposedly that garbage patch is 2 times is like twice as big as Texas.
Good grief! You gotta stop throwing things in the ocean, guys.
Good evening. This is United 2125.
Kelsey's watching The Greatest Showman, apparently, probably with the boyfriend.
United 2125.
I love that movie.
I haven't seen it. I hear it's really good, but I haven't seen it.
I'm not usually big into musicals, but that was a really good movie.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy musicals generally.
Let's tell her how it ends.
What was that?
Let's tell her how it ends.
Yeah, let's not. Well, I couldn't
Which
anyway.
program has Audacity?
What was that?
United 2125. Radar contact. Descend via the Holbrook arrival, landing north. Memphis altimeter is 297.
Descend via the port of the arrival, altimeter 297. United 2125.
And name sounds familiar. Sean Dobbs.
FedEx 574, clear direct Pocket City.
Let me see if I can find, what's his name here? Let's find Delta something. TBM Live. Oh, Daniel Everman's up there. That's TBM. Joshua Gillette, I think.
I think he's Delta 7999er.
That's what I think, which means his real name was Joshua Gillette, according to VATSIM.
Owns the Buffalo Bills.
Well, if it's that same guy, then we're gonna have to become friends. 'Cause that means he's got some bucks.
And a couple 7.6s.
Yeah.
United 2125, new weather, winds 180 at 7. Memphis is now laying south. Descend via the Holbrook arrival, landing south now, please.
Landing south, huh?
Roger 17, come to the south, United 23.
Memphis is changing config.
I mean, if they're landing south, then I guess we'll change to the other side of 5.
Roger, turn left, heading
that's Memphis.
270 for the ILS and left.
That doesn't mean the winds are doing that in Indy. Current weather in Indy is showing me still 050 at 11. So yeah, winds haven't shifted in Indy. Yeah, wind's blowing right down the runway up to the moment, so that's convenient. Now, these stupid little cells come right up on, like, right in my flight path. What is this? Nothing around it. It's like it knows.
Could you guys were mentioning of me earlier, as you can tell right now, I'm like turning according to vectors for 10 left. I did hear you, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Are you landing at O'Hare? Nope, he turned his...
Air Train 731, 49, from 39069, southwest,
Southwest 3149, squawk 5665.
See if this dissipates a little bit as I get closer to it, or if it will stay what it is. Did I ever turn the seatbelts back on? No. Turned it back on for that one cell and forgot.
Southwest 3149, radar contact.
Alright, sounds great. And just curious, how are the lights up ahead? We're getting some lights out here at 390, so just going for that.
We're looking at 40 minutes till arrival.
Southwest 3149, you're the first aircraft I've had through that area.
Have you seen any new information on the FS Expo for next year?
Not since they just did the initial publication. They said the registration wouldn't officially open. Whoa, sorry, putting my feet on the rudder pedals and yawn to the right. They said the registration wouldn't officially open until like December, which is pretty typical. So.
Yeah, 2125. How was your ride?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that one. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm definitely making it.
Everything.
You haven't heard anything out of the other camp, have you?
No, I have not. I'm really curious if I'm gonna try and do it again or not.
What is this?
The we're talking about Flight Sim Expo, and then also
from an aircraft at your
whether or not FS
0 miles from 350 reported submitted.
Flight Sim Con would try to do theirs again.
Sorry, ATC cut over you.
I know. We're talking about FS Expo for next year, and whether or not.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Hi.
we'll get back to you on that one. Just moved out for now, so we'll keep our eye out for it. 3149.
Roger.
See, I think I'm
WestWind 3565, contact Indy Center 128.22. Good night.
128.22.
Yep.
Good evening, Memphis Center. American 11.
Closer to
with you at flight 320 to 2,000 feet.
American 1102, Memphis Center, roger.
Good evening, Memphis Center. Delta 3247 with you in Nashville. Question boarding Indianapolis. You have information out from.
Hey, David, did you fly through this cell that I've got about 40 miles in front of me?
Delta 3247, I don't have a flight plan on you.
Well, I
Can you
don't
please
have
refile?
a weather thing, so I don't know what cell you're talking about.
Oh, so you're just willy-nilly. All right, never mind. Started as one big cluster, now it's separating into like 5 little cells.
Well, as you get closer, your beam's going to get narrower.
Yeah.
Sure, if you tilted your radar down a few degrees, you get a really nice display.
Yeah, probably. Memphis Center. Of course. Right design. You gonna go? Go ahead. Memphis Center, WestWind 1990. Can we get a diversion off to the right by about 15 degrees for weather?
WestWind 1990, deviations right of course approved when able to proceed directly in advise.
Copy that, and we'll advise when we're back on course. WestWind 1990.
Alright, I'm about 40 miles from top of descent.
Alrighty. I'm showing 226 from the airport. Looks like if I was just a little bit higher, I probably would have cleared this guy. But alas.
Pretty sure I'm going through the storm, so I see these huge clouds right next to me.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Unit 461
I've got like a weather radar turned on and it's not showing anything because I don't know why.
Right, right, wait, where's the fun?
What weather program are you using?
I don't think he
Quite
is
busy
using
with
weather
the
program,
NB
Okay.
tonight.
which is probably why.
WestWind 1990, contact Indy Center 128.22 and advise him of your deviations.
Over to Indy Center on 128.22, and we'll advise them of our deviation. Western 990.
United 461, he just took the handoff, turn left back on course, and contact him on 132.97. Good night.
Should have gone to the left and right into Kansas City airspace.
I know, right? That'll make it really confusing.
United 461.
Still 1534, contact Indy Center 133.65. 12365, thanks for your services, Delta M52.
Indy's
1127, contact Indy Center, correction, Memphis Center, 133.65.
Indy Center, WestWind 1990, checking in at flight level 370, 60 miles from Turkey, and we are deviating 15 degrees to the right for weather.
Delta 1147, contact Memphis Center, 133.65. What's 1990?
123.65, Delta 1147.
Where was that?
You are.
So 1342 moving, Westwind, decent right. Westwind 1990 when able, clear direct turret.
Direct turret when able, Western 990.
This is 2 Charlie contact in descent or 119.55. 119.55, Westwind 30% by distance to your arrival. Correct, actually.
Turn around the cell.
Good evening, Indianapolis Center, Westwind 3575 with you, flight level 350. Just 3575 in Eastern, ready for 25 to arrival.
Help me, my game paused.
What?
To arrival, Westwind 3575.
That's on him.
Yeah, right? It's hilarious.
Probably bring everybody on the smoke too.
On the what?
Smoke too.
Yeah, that's what I filed, so that works out nicely. Curious what runway they'll give us, left or right. Hopefully right. That'll make things easy since we're already set up for it.
I did it, don't worry.
Was that on VATSIM or was that on TeamSpeak just now?
VATSIM.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just want to make sure. Is that the Mr. My Sim paused or whatever it was?
Alright, I'm starting my descent.
Alrighty. Bring my star back up here. Oh, got top of descent in about 60 miles.
Hey, Mr. CFI, how many hours do you have?
Mr. CFI.
I'm afraid to ask.
I know, right? So, David, you're all over TeamSpeak with the radio. Why don't you do radio ops for VATSIM?
1 second.
Copy.
Indianapolis Center, FedEx 574, community flight level 290.
24 and the center to attack. 10-5 issue.
Clear to descend via the arrival, FedEx 574.
Used to be a major backup going into Indy.
Hey, Mike, when you get a chance, read that link I just sent you.
Okay. Metar simulations.
Alright, so the reason why I don't use my voice on VATSIM is just the fact that I just feel that I just feel like a squeaker. I don't know.
Well, I've heard squeakers. You're definitely not a squeaker.
Oh, thanks.
David, believe me, I've heard worse.
Yeah, I've heard much worse. Mainly do the fighting issue. Well, that's an interesting kind of thing. Yeah, Project Fly's gearing up to compete with PMDG's global flight operations. Interesting.
By the way, when is that? Like, when is that coming into like beta or anything?
I honestly have no idea. Really, all PMDG did at the expo was announce that it was coming in the works. So, as is typical for PMDG, there was no expected release date that I was aware of. So,
just like the 747-800.
Yeah, pretty much.
With 4439 contact Indy Center over 9.55.
Yeah, that's one thing I probably won't get.
Center on 19.5,
Yeah, it depends. I mean, we'll see when it actually comes out and what it actually does. I mean, it's hard to tell with some of these things because they promise a lot of stuff and then stuff gets cut or stuff gets added. What's happening?
Indy Center, shop is 17, 36 round.
Pascal 17, the rider about to give 3 arrival.
So yeah, when it finally shows up and we see what the product actually is, that'll be decision time, figuring out whether or not want to mess with it or not.
Indianapolis sends American 965.
The concept is cool, but it also makes certain other things complicated, so you never know. It can be good or bad.
1965 is good, right? 1342, you stand by us, get 3 arrival.
We got about 20 miles out from top of descent. I'm gonna go ahead. Well, no, not yet actually. Our first end of our restriction is
Southwest 1217. What transition do you guys want to
5,000.
Pascal 17, next ground cadet.
Okay.
We're about 10 miles out, then I'll ask center for descent clearance.
Yeah, American 1965. Be off the air for a minute, be right.
American 1965. Southwest 1503, file 36073, sign. Southwest 3, center, router, standby, Gibbs 3, arrival. Standby, Gibbs 3, Southwest 1503.
Center, Westwind 1990, requesting descent via the Smoop 2 arrival.
Westwind 1990, descend by the arrival.
Send by the Smoop 2, Westwind 1990. Alright, got our permission to go down. Excellent.
That's 456, all 360, 73 LS.
Throttle's coming back for the descent.
That's 456 in the center, it's about to get through out.
Stand by the kids. Arrival Southwest 456. What landing direction?
Nice, gotta give it to you.
Doing a weather check here. Yeah, still showing 50 at 12. 3011 on the altimeter. Bump that up one.
FedEx 574. Fly heading 070.
Got rain now.
Then 5 discretion, maintain pilot on 3
Rain and mist. Visibility's dropped down to 4 miles visibility. Broken at 10,000, overcast 20,000.
WestWind
No,
35, 65.
sorry.
Okay.
Broken at 1,000, overcast 2,000. If I can read.
Indianapolis, can WestWind 35 begin descent, descent to arrival. WestWind 35 is in by descent to arrival. Descent to arrival, WestWind.
Should be on the ground in about 20 minutes, barring any nonsense from air traffic control. Once again, going in here, the MSA for the airport, I believe, is 3,100 feet. Double check that. Got a 10,000 foot runway. Yeah, 3,100 feet. Missed approach for runway 5. We'll go over if we want to confirm that we get that. We're either going to get left or right at this point, so it's just a matter of which one they're going to give us. Hopefully right, based on the fact we're coming up from the south. Yummy. We'll be uploading yesterday's short flight to San Diego onto the YouTube channel tonight, so that'll be up later this evening for your viewing pleasure. And once again, don't forget tomorrow's flight will be a delay, not till probably 3 p.m. at the earliest Pacific time, due to an event I'll be at in the morning. But we will be flying tomorrow around 3 p.m. to Jacksonville to Newark, New Jersey, taking the Jacksonville Jaguars to New York for the Giants game on Sunday. It's the New York Giants, not the San Francisco Giants. Football, not baseball.
How much you want to bet I'm still going to load my simulator up and I'll be in Cairns, Australia?
Yeah, probably. Alright, well, I'm looking at some nasty looking weather right in the end of our flight path there going into Indy. I'm going to back this off a little bit.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 960, flight level 230.
That's distressing.
960 Indy, I'm making level 35.
Flight level 35, Delta 9.
Alright, so right on
Center
profile.
Daddy 765, heavy flight level 340 for flight level 360. We're climbing really slowly, just to let you know.
Coming up on Gamble, we need to be between 210 and 15,000 at Gamble. We're 22.5, so we should make that no problem.
Sorry about that, over to heading 090 FedEx 574. He's been here FedEx 574. Would you like me to still be descending via SID or were there new altitude restrictions that I missed?
Alright, there's the restriction, so we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and flip on seatbelt sign.
Level 200,
This time.
Had make that a heading at 00.
That was scary.
Back towards.
Don't do that again.
Here in Nation.
That sim froze for a second.
090, flight level 20, flight level 20, FedEx 574.
Next restriction is at Racer. We need to be between 190 and 12,000. So that will be absolutely no problem. We're about to pass 190 now. What's going on here? What the heck? Thanks for handing me off, Memphis. Alright, 119.55. Approach WestWind 1990 with you at descending on the Snook 2 arrival.
WestWind 1990, enter good evening, descend via the Snook 2 arrival, runway 5 left transition.
5 left. Alright, we'll descend to the Snook 2 and plan for runway 5 left, WestWind 1990. Alright, well, it's worth a shot. Do some little changeovers here. Arrival is now going to be...
Hey Moose, I'm back.
5 left.
I've gone
And it's 2...
I've gone through 3 approaches now.
WestWind 1990, contacted the approach 18.17.
We're going to do the same thing. Let's see. The approach. What was the frequency for India approach, Western 1990?
WestWind 1990, contacted the approach 128.17.
12817 for 1990, thanks.
Approach Southwest 4539, over to tower. Southwest 4539, I'd like to give you that contact tower 12049. 5.9. FedEx 3516, contact tower 12049, good day.
Tower 120.9, manifest service, all the way, fly line, 356.
Alright, so I finally made it down to Chicago O'Hare after having to do a go-around because, well, the aircraft wanted to float the entire way down the runway. Anyhow, I at least made it down. I'll be heading back to Atlanta, as you know, probably before next stream.
Okay. And weighing again. Oh, okay. There we go. Makes more sense. Piece of crap out of my thing here. Need to lose some speed. Lose some altitude at least. Alright, so planning for 5 left now. I'll be quiet and do our best.
Very stormy in Indianapolis right now. I'm getting turbulence.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Alright, 5 left. Where you at? Alright, it's 111.75 for the frequency. I think it's still 50. Yes, it is. Missed approach now is going to be climb to 1700 and then climbing left turn to 3000. With a 303 radial to Keedy. Okay, so we're climbing left turn 1700 and then climbing left turn 3000. 2100 to Oink is the final approach fix. Minimums are the same.
425.5, we're descending on the skid 2 arrival, 5 left.
Running lights coming on.
Westwind 3555 Indy approach, Roger.
Engine's going to continuous.
Westwind 1990, are you on green?
Westwind 1990 is here, yeah.
Westwind 1990 Indy approach, Roger. You on 5 left or 5 right?
Gave us 5 left for 1990. Why is this thing holding me at 321? Oh, no wonder it's...
Don't forget you're going to have a wet runway as well.
Yeah, I know.
Anyhow, if you're still preparing for landing, well, I wish you the best of luck, but I'm gonna sign off for now because I kinda got a busy day tomorrow.
Hey, Moose, hopefully
Hey, hang on. Hey, guys, hang on a second. Repeat the frequency for 1990 again.
Westwind 1990, 119.05.
119.05, thank you, Matt. Alright, hang on, guys, so. This is crunch time here.
Westwind 3575, can you step 5 right for arrival?
Oh, dang it.
Yes, we can.
Westwind 3570, Roger.
Approach Westwind 1990 is with you on the arrival for 5 left, 1.5 DME from football.
Westwind 1990, Roger. You're getting on traffic pretty quickly. Are you already established living 5 foot?
We're on the final approach. We're not established quite yet, though.
Westwind 1990, Roger. 1 year 8 will reduce the final approach speed. You got 100 knot overtake on complete traffic ahead, 12 o'clock, and 3 miles.
Copy that. Yeah, we're slamming on the brakes. 1990.
That was me.
Westwind 3565, maintain maximum fire speed as long as practical. Contact Indy Tower once it's been on.
Sorry about that.
Westwind 1990, I should be about 2,000 feet high. Would just be easier if I give you vectors for the approach.
Yeah, that's fine. We had a speed issue earlier, so yeah, that's fine.
Westwind 1990, or do you have the airport in sight, 12 o'clock, and get you as 575 right? Your choice.
Yeah, I'm in cloud right now, so I see nothing.
Westwind 1990, Roger, left turn heading 290, left turn heading 290, min 4,000.
Left 290 and 4,000, 1990.
Affirmative. Westwind 1990, make that heading now 260.
260 for 1990.
Alright, I'm landing.
Alright.
Approach Delta 1504 with 6,000.
1504, Indy approach, good evening. ILS approach 05 left, reduce speed to 180 knots.
180 for 5 left, Delta 1504.
Do you have to divert?
No, just doing an end around. He's giving me vectors back to 5 left. We got because I had the speed intervent on when I was descending past 10,000, it didn't slow me down to 250. So.
Oh, you were way too fast.
So we were descending and going way too fast, so it was hard to slow up. So
15-4, once you have your speed back, send and maintain 5,000.
Yeah, just a little sign off.
Down 5,000.
Best of luck in Indianapolis, because, you know, it's been pretty busy, and if you get lost, well, they'll question you. But anyhow, aside from that, I'm out, because I have a very busy day tomorrow. I have a birthday to attend to, and then, you know, a bunch more flying to do again.
Okay. Yeah, for the record, I'm not lost. We just got too fast and coming up on the other guy, so he's vectoring me back around.
Yeah, for me, it was on the ground, because, you know, I was, like, trying to taxi all over the place. Anyhow, I'll explain more next stream.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, Briangren, you're fine talking to you speak. I was just that one moment I was trying to change frequencies and hear the frequency from air traffic control, so.
Let's make this landing a little bit better than Albuquerque.
Yeah. Absolutely.
West 1990, turn left heading 230.
230, 1990.
So when do you put the gear down? 10 miles out?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Put your gear down 10 miles out?
Within. I'll put it down somewhere in there. Depends on the approach I'm doing.
WestWind 1990, turn left heading 130, descend and maintain 3,000.
130, descend and maintain, sorry, what was the altitude?
3,000.
130 and 3,000, 1990.
Indianapolis Towers, United 1124 through 6,000.
United 1124, Indy approach, expect Alice approach 05 left, descend, reduce speed to 1 knots.
Reducing speed to 180, United 1124.
1175, we still good on that?
1504, descend maintain 4,000.
4,000 up to 1504.
Why is your auto throttle light?
West 1990, turn left heading 080, join the localizer, 05 left.
080 and join the localizer 5 left, 990.
Now at 1124, descend maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, 1124.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the auto throttle lights.
1504, turn left heading 130.
Blinking crazy.
130 on the heading, Delta 1504.
Oh, this is nice. The
West 1990, 3 miles from Stadium, 3,000 till established split off, spread from right 05 left.
Clear dial, let's approach 05 left, West 990. This is super awesome. We're right in this weather system now. It just poured over the runway. Oh. Okay, well that's encouraging.
Yeah, if you don't like what you see, turn it off.
I know, right?
1504, turn left heading 080, descend maintain 3,000, general localizer.
There we go.
Delta 1504, turn left heading 080, general localizer.
Flaps 10.
Delta 1504, approach.
1504,
You get
just
the auto
about
brakes
the
set
heading
to.
to weather through a soft.
What was that?
30 now.
Where do you have your auto brakes at too?
1504,
two
heading
right now.
070, join the localizer.
Okay, now we're back to 070 heading, and we'll join the localizer, Delta 1504.
You got default Indy scenery or new Indy scenery?
No, default.
Big difference between the two.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Hey, first greeting, Southwest 1776.
Be a lot of
Where are
people
you
parked
parking?
infield.
For 6,000.
Gotcha.
United
30.
Have fun while
United
that weather.
1124, do not
Right
turn,
with the
do not
bread
turn.
news.
United 1124, turn right heading 240.
Moose, where are you parking?
I was gonna
Right
park at
heading
the Alpha Concourse, but I don't know what
Southwest
that
1776,
translates
Indy
to in
shy
the
left,
old
5
scenery.
left,
So.
reduce speed to 180 knots.
Alright, gear's coming down.
You can just tell me.
180
I guess I should say butter that toast.
Butter that toast, yeah. Oh, that's yeah. What I was gonna park in Alpha. I don't know what gate because I don't know what GSX is gonna allow me to park at.
Southwest 1776
They're all
Pacific
small according to FSX.
Who's that?
Ground contact.
Down to 5,000, 1776.
1504, 4 miles from stadium, maintain 3000, clear odds, pressure by 0, 5.
Did he transfer me a tower?
For the odds 5 left, and the 3 still established. We're just coming on the glide slope now, it's up to 1704.
WestWind 1990, contact tower 120.9er.
120.9 for tower, 1990. Yep, that's what I was just about to ask him, and then he transferred me.
Now 1124, left now, heading
120.9er.
Heading 130, 1120.
Tower, Westwind 1990, short final for 5 left.
5 right, localizer.
Westwind 1990, wind 05012, altimeter 3011, runway 5 left, clear to land.
5 left, clear land, 1990. Alright.
Southwest 4439, wind 0.
Landing clearance
Westwind
received.
altimeter 3011, runway 5
Late
left,
landing clearance for you.
land. Traffic on the runway will depart prior to your arrival.
Spoilers armed. Go.
Clear to land, runway 5 right, southwest.
Surprised they didn't transfer you over when you were right over the threshold.
With you on a 5
I know,
right,
right?
localizer.
My aircraft.
West wind 3575. Traffic, you're 12 o'clock, approximately 2 miles. Slow your slowest practical speed.
There is so much aircraft in the skies.
Oh, we are super fast.
And we're down to 150 knots.
Come on. Get down.
Beautiful.
Alright. Plant that sucker.
The bread has been buttered.
West wind 3575. Copy.
Don't want to do that on a night like tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to butter it tonight. Plan it.
Climb maintain 3000.
Alright, we're gonna get off right here, looks like.
Tell me you got default when he cleared.
Yeah, this tower
Yeah.
574 with you. Sending through hoops.
I'm going to Alpha 8, by the way.
Copy that.
574, Indianapolis Tower, wind 05012, altimeter 3011, runway 5 right, clear to land number 2.
Alright, 1219 is ground.
November 2149er Whiskey, contact departure now 124.95. Very flight.
Alright, 2495, you take care, 49er Whiskey. Tower Delta 1504 inside Oink for 5 left.
Delta 1504, wind 05012, altimeter
Where's the terminal?
3011,
Oh, there it
runway
is.
5 left, clear to land.
5 left, clear to land, Delta 1504.
Tower, 1990 is clear of 5 left.
West wind 1990, contact ground 21.9er. Have a great night.
Over ground, 219. Thanks for having to get out yourself. 1990. Ground, Westwind 1990 is off 5 left at Romeo for the gates with default scenery.
West Wing 1990 Heavy Gear Series, the midfielders at north side.
Looks like the terminal's north side.
West Wing 1990, roger, make a left turn on Bravo, Jewel Papa.
You tell him default.
I did tell them default.
Cross 14 to the
Tell them it's their fault.
ramp.
Bravo to Hotel, Hotel 4 to the ramp, 1990.
You said you have to go off to the left or the right?
Tim,
of the
hopefully you don't
runway?
get all used to saying default scenery instead in real life.
I'm off to the, well, it's to the right of the runway, but then I have to turn left onto Bravo to go up toward the terminal.
Southwest 4439. You have the
you're at
midfield-
Alpha 8, you
midfield
said? Let me
scenery,
see
or
what,
do you have the north side.
Let me see what my options are here. Gate A, let's go right next to you. You're at Alpha 8, we'll take
Yes,
Alpha
there's
7.
the, so it's on the north side, correct? Is it off? Does it look like it's off of Mike?
Sorry, pretty hard to hear what you said.
I've got a bit of an aviation question for you if you're available to
Is
answer
your,
that.
Yeah, I think so. Go ahead.
The terminal for you off of Mike up there, is it across 1-4?
So I noticed sometimes when we're stopping at the end of the runway in real life, you hear the brakes squeak pretty loudly. What's the cause of that?
It's probably the same thing that causes brake squeal in a car. It's metal on metal is ultimate. I mean, it's carbon discs on metal, but it's a lot of friction material rubbing on other things. So if anything vibrates in a car, what happens is a lot of that stuff can vibrate at a certain frequency when you're making the contact, and so it can make it squeal. The other bad thing in a car, and the reason why most people think brake squeal means you have no brakes left, is because in a car you have what's called a squealer actually attached to the brake disc pad, and when your brake discs rub down to a certain amount, that metal tab will contact the brake disc and squeal really loudly. Now, brakes can make that kind of squeal noise on their own without that squealer hitting. So if you get that squeal sound, it can be one or the other, but it means you need to check your brakes and make sure. Aircraft, to my knowledge, do not have that tab, so it's just a case of noisy brakes.
No, we have brake pins that we look at.
There you go.
They extend
I
out.
notice them a lot on Airbuses.
No, it's
So
because
you on the Airbus?
Airbus is made by Europeans, so what do you expect?
We got fans too.
Retard.
German engineering only works for cars.
That's right. Alright, here's hotel. I may have turned too early, but maybe I should request that follow me.
Oh, sorry about that. I guess we'll just take Pablo.
So you're gonna
What
take
airport are you going up
hotel
to
the
tomorrow
back of the
in New
terminal?
York?
Newark.
Southwest 4439, Roger. You left there on Papa. I'm assuming the terminal's in the direction you're going.
Don't be that guy. Yeah, what's up?
I can't see the default.
How you doing, Kaiser?
Jamal,
Okay, well,
Jamal,
make it right
guess
there
what
on
I'm
the
gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
If your terminal's not over there, let me know.
Fly from Seattle to Fresno on Flight 7.
Okay, sure.
Nice. Come visit me in Fresno. Awesome, man. Get ready to experience Podunk.
As Alaska Airlines 493.
All right, cool, man.
And the more to love.
So the taxi signs aren't even correctly labeled, so I'm assuming this is hotel.
That's Juliet. You can still cross
I love that follow me car.
Go follow me.
You probably need to make a left.
Hope they improved the performance on the follow me.
Well, so far, well, he.
Hopefully that driver has medical insurance.
I know,
and life
right?
insurance.
He just like brake checked me.
Hopefully you got clearance to cross the runway.
That'll make the brakes squeal.
He gave me all the taxi clearance all the way through, so I would assume so. It's not the active either, so it should be okay.
No. That's an unsat.
He let you cross, but he didn't let them cross.
Yeah, real world, if you don't hear that cleared to cross.
Oh, that's right. They have to actually say it.
forward,
Text
you with me?
lines, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I see my things now, so we're in the vicinity.
Ground service equipment.
Yeah. You know, ground service equipment, things. It's all the same thing.
Yeah, I wish you took my advice when I told him that maybe you ought to put
Indiana
a feather or
Ground
something above
United
the gate so we can
1124
see
taxi
from a
the
distance.
terminal.
What took your advice to do what?
United 1124.
Put a feather or something
Take the
above the
left there
gate
on
so you can
Bravo,
see a
and then,
distance.
tell me where your
Oh, I got you.
terminal
Yeah.
history is.
Some kind of artifact. Hey,
Yeah.
the guy's on the stairs today, so I can actually see him. That's nice.
Sure,
There's
if it's not right
Rothmuller, I
by
think,
your
over
face,
there
right on
at
the north side, so
number
continue
8.
up Bravo, join Papa, and then hotel to the ramp. Cross runway 14.
Taxi light off here. Don't blind him.
Okay, that's in Bravo, Papa Hotel in Cross 14. United 1124.
You should turn off lights on.
Yeah. Ground, South 1776.
Yeah, I need to turn them on too, but
Texting on
I don't care
Alpha,
about blinding the guys on the
straight off
side,
the
just the
board.
guy in front of me.
Otherwise, 1776, so I'm assuming
They're
you have
just
the
gonna do a
north
dance.
terminal scenery, correct?
That is correct, double 1776.
Level 1776, roger. Continue on Alpha, cross runway, or, yeah,
Put
cross
me
runway
too
14.
close to your own
Enjoy
jetway.
Mike
I'm gonna
to
be
the
a little
ramp.
pissed. I have a feeling you did.
Which you did.
I think you did. Let me see here. Did that engage or did that? No, it did not. There we go. Right, let me see here. No, I'm at the gate. Oh, I can't. That's right. I gotta shut the engines down first. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see here. Menu.
You get the power cords and stuff hanging off the gate.
Yeah, right. It's true. I could do it if they'd let me move the gate in. Ground power, connect, and ground service, and shut engines. There we go. Engines coming down, dome light coming on.
Release the hounds.
Release the hounds. Smithers. Alright, can I move the jetway
Miss, have you ever
now?
seen
Yes, I can. Have I ever seen what now?
the movie
Indy
Monty
Grand
Python and the Holy
Heading
Grail?
3 on Charlie 4.
Hang on one
That's
second.
like asking him if he's ever breathed before.
There we go. Okay, hang on. Let me turn this
Horizon
off so I don't have to
1123,
listen to these people.
You have the midfield CD.
Hey!
There we go. Alright, what was the question? Have I ever seen what now?
Have you ever seen the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Oh, absolutely. I own it. Oh, I love Monty Python stuff.
We can pretty much quote it verbatim.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't tempt me. GSX battery charger active. Oh, that's cool. Like automatically.
Oh, you got the expansion, huh?
Yeah.
Look at you throwing down the cash.
I know, just throwing it around. It don't even matter. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing well, bud.
Good to see you. When you use the follow me car, they should have the marshal shake his head at you as they pull up to the gate. T-pose? I don't know what T-pose means.
Where you basically just hold your hands straight out to your sides.
Oh, T-pose. I gotcha.
When you assert dominance.
When you assert dominance. That means so I do that all the time. I'm just constantly asserting dominance. All right. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so let's get the doors open. Get these people off my plane. Tired of all these people on my plane. Seatbelt person. What's the plane mean? Let's see. Opens the door. Opens the cargo doors. Oh, I gotta.
They're all standing in the forward galley waiting for this.
I know, right? Why hasn't he opened a door? What's wrong with this stupid captain? Questy boarding. There we go.
It's not like we actually do that.
I know.
Flight attendants confused, like, why aren't the jetway's here? Why aren't the doors opening?
Exactly. Actually, what they're really mad about is I still haven't turned the seatbelt sign off. There we go.
No, what you ought to do is forget to disarm the doors.
Yeah, exactly. Here, you want the door open? Here's a slide for you. Okay, so
yeah, filling the jetway. I've
yeah.
had that happen.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
Actually, it's a gate agent that opens the door.
The I'm doing good guy? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember if I heard that on this last one. All right, but they are deplaning now. They're complaining, but they're deplaning. One jet.
Do love that paint job.
It is quite nice.
Have a good weekend, Moose. I'll see you later.
All right,
Hey,
Chris.
take care, Chris.
That's always fun.
Y'all have a
sound
good weekend.
artifact. Yeah, you too.
Bye,
man.
Chris.
Take care, Kramer.
Okay. Whew. I'll see you when I fly to New York. Mr. Creosote was a great scene in my yeah, I love the other good one is the parrot. This isn't Holy Grail. It's just other Monty Python. I don't think it's Flying Circus. It's something else. But
It's just Flying Circus.
It is Flying Circus. Okay, I couldn't remember if that was Flying Circus or not.
The X-Parrot.
The X-Parrot, yes.
This is a late parrot.
This is this parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. Also the Black Knight and the Killer Rabbit. Yes, obviously. Huge tracts of land. I kind of have some huge tracts of land. Anyway, that's a topic for another time. We are here.
It's only a flash one.
That's right. Tis but a scratch. We will see you guys tomorrow, probably around 3 p.m. Pacific for the flight to Newark from Jacksonville. If it's later, I will let you guys know via social media. But we will be flying tomorrow after I get back from my choir event. And we'll go from there. Until then, have a wonderful Friday evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if you're not joining us tomorrow. We'll see you there. Go Jags, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a good night. Everyone on TeamSpeak?
Night, miss.
See ya.
Bye.
Have fun tomorrow there, Moose. Enjoy the food. We'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll see you, man.
Bye.
Take care.